their life as the party of Power Rangers continue the adventures in the world of Tithir in episode number 136. This moment, I think that we have about 70 episodes that we played offline, and then we moved to live. So soon we are gonna celebrate our 70th episode on Twitch. 70s. Quite a number. Other than that, well, last time in the Adventures of Power Rangers happened some time ago. We had a break, and we will have a couple more breaks in future, but hopefully we can keep our story coherent, consistent, and memorable. Our party basically did what? Did a couple of things. They were flying back to the mainland on the back of the Frightor, the champion of the deep, the massive coral sea dragon, who is now their friend and has been resurrected earlier by them. They asked him a couple of questions about the past history events, and he offered to land them anywhere they want, basically on the global map of Tithir that you can see on the lower part of the screen. But they decided nonetheless to return back to the capital, to Denver, as they had some business to attend to. Upon landing, they split, so never split the party, nobody said ever. So Sas and Polo, they went on their own back to the lands that they own, that they got as the barons, to check on the construction site and other business. Meanwhile, Rafe and Farwell, they spend their time shopping, mostly, in the capital. So we had a shopping episode of a kind last time. As per Sas was checking the construction of the Temple of Edeanov in their lands. Had an encounter with Brother Marcus, left some stuff, gave some orders, or like asked for some favors, more or less. Polo was checking on the accounting of everything that happened on the property, collected the monthly income of what belongs to your party. And as he was leaving the office of the Quartermeister, Sas wanted to, spook him. But since Polo gets some vibrations from his rapier of warning, that didn't work that much as Sas expected. Anyway, they afterwards proceeded separately to return back to the capital. Over there, they all reunited back in the embassy, which still serves as their home base. Kokarim, the ambassador, the former party member and also ambassador to the Kirino Druid Enclave, was happy to see them all alive. He even planned to organize a ship to go for their rescue, but they kind of managed to get to the big land themselves. He also gave you a letter from an adventurers guild that was specifically addressed to the party of Power Rangers about the raid incoming into the tunnels of the Drow. All the details attached in that letter. And after that, I don't know why and for what reason, Sas decided to go to port and employ the crew of the Flying Sausage to give them a job. So yeah, you have agreed with them that you're providing them the place where the airship that you were flying while fighting Bob crash landed to, and they're traveling to recover as much as they can from it, potentially repair it if it's possible. Well, and if it's all successful, they might do some business on the side and also serve you as a taxi in case the need arises. This is how, which we had in the events we had in the last episode. Thanks everybody for joining, as we're now moving into the beginning of this episode. The party usually makes some notes sometimes, so they have everything planned, what they plan to do, correct? Well, you're all finding yourself back in the embassy of the Druid Enclave. It's in the evening. And yeah, Sas and Paula successfully returned back under the same roof, using different routes, different shadows to cover them, but nonetheless being as sneaky as ever.
I was actually with Sas in this recruiting thing.
Yeah. So I'm describing as post-recruiting, as the sailors have agreed to the terms. They took the free drinks. And basically, later on, they don't really care with whom they party. So you can also spend the evening partying, Rave. That would be quite a show.
No. We have big plans ahead. We need to be sober, right? Everyone will be sober for.
When did
Farewell's next.
sobriety help anyone? Yes.
We had really serious stuff to cover.
Well,
what
talking
was the
about
serious stuff we agreed on?
We're gonna talk to Helena, right? I'm not gonna talk to Helena. We're gonna be like behind you while you talk to Helena.
Wait, who talks to Helena? Ah, right. Farwell talks to Helena. Oh. What about
the most epic dialogue ever?
I mean,
yeah,
the pinnacle of the campaign.
So it was a Duvalier soul.
How did we find it? Does she care? Yeah.
Oh God. I need assistance.
Well, are you sure you want to use Farwell as your negotiator?
No, yes, but we're gonna agree on this. Like, we're gonna tell the same story in case she asks any of us about any details. She should trust Farwell, right? But if she doesn't, then we all should have the same details in our minds.
I mean, Farwell is good because he has high insight and he has high persuasion and he is somewhat of an okay performer. Somewhat of an okay deceptionist. I mean, if someone feels stronger in deceiving people, now's their time.
No.
Yeah, the thing is that we didn't want to mention Bob in this whole story. I think that's what we said last time. But yeah, there shouldn't be a connection between them. So I don't know how we ended up with this all, realistically.
Well,
we were going to blame it on the captain, right?
What kind of
captain? How did we end up in the ship?
And we left traces of him somehow, didn't we? After stealing the skull.
We saw the suspicious ship in the dock, and we saw the explosion. So, just skip a few moments.
Maybe we could use some type of telepathic link that is untraceable to Farwell because he might have fractured memories and might rely on the input from the party.
Well, you can do that if that conversation occurs. So
just blame everything on Gavin Delicarlia and the Tandoori Open Fleet. It's all them.
Yes.
They did it all.
Did anyone see us getting into Duvalier's place?
Guards.
Yeah.
Well, we can't really cover that yet.
We have been seen, haven't we? We walked in plain daylight.
Well, it was plain nightlight, moonlight, I would say.
Okay. Farwell can try to bullshit through all of this, but he sees possibilities of failure. So just as a heads up.
I'm gonna use help action on every your action, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean...
Advantage.
Yeah, I can also give you this luck thing as well. Yeah.
Luck thing? Sounds good.
I mean, the
Well,
extra.
rolls are great, but stories are better.
Yeah.
TM, I'm gonna use
Where were we? How did we find
some of
that?
my skills to improve the situation. Somehow,
Yeah.
so far.
Are you gonna
yes.
show your two-handed gigantic axe? How are we gonna
No,
improve
I'm
the
gonna-
conversation?
Maybe it's time for a tea. Do you have one?
Well, bringing somebody their own tea might help, yes. That sounds more like diplomacy.
No, I mean like a sus tea. He has very interesting teas, doesn't he?
Hey, we can make some tea. I can do that, yes.
Maybe we can buy a potion of persuasion or charisma or something like this.
We're not that smart. Come on, just don't.
Why not?
I can buy a potion. Okay, I'm gonna go buy a potion, and you guys go to the library, and we'll meet there.
Oh, you're also coming. Everyone's going.
As you are discussing your next step, you realize that at some moment Jackson is passing by, and he is checking on his left metal hand very attentively, and he says, "Well, so nice to be back in a place where I belong, where I know every single corner." And then he looks at you. And by the way, if you would like to meet and talk with Helena, she in the past couple of weeks was residing in her own mansion. I can give you the address or can escort you there, as you wish.
Guys, this destroys the
address.
whole plan. We forgot
Jackson, go on a vacation to Kirin. If you want a new hand, just leave.
But he was there
He'll-
doing
he-
everything on the pirate ship.
He looks.
You should just forget about
And
everything.
he reports
He was
to
shooting
Helena,
the
we can't
arbalester,
pull this
yes.
off.
Does he really report to Helena though?
He looks at his
Did we?
metallic hand and says, "Everybody must own their mistakes. I'd rather keep it as a memory."
Do you guys remember if we told Jackson about Duvalier's soul or not? He was only on the pirate ship.
He was on the island.
I can
No.
give him a memory erasing potion. That's fine. Let's go.
I don't think that he knew about this because he only joined when we found Bob, right? Which was already...
Memory erasing punch to the head.
No, nobody's... No.
Jackson, go away.
As you say, Master Sus, he bows and
Go to
proceeds
Kirino.
cleaning his cannon hand
His ears
in the
are
next room.
Oh god.
Too proficient with this.
I guess I have a bad feeling about this. I'm sure at some point the party was talking and he was around. He knows and he reports to Helena.
Does he really
Can-
report to her?
Can Polo eye up Jackson and try to,
Intimidate
gain an
the old
insight?
guy.
No. Just gain an insight on if Jackson might know about this crystal and what's inside.
Well, you have to go. He's not in the room. You want to go and actively ask him? Or he wants to recall his memories? What? So, as
maybe.
Polo has had his encounters with Jackson, he would definitely know that Jackson usually says way less than he hears.
Yeah. Oh god.
To the Helena mansion mobile.
Guys, do you think it's a smart idea if Polo goes after Jackson and just asks him, like, hey, by the way, do you know about the... Since you know where Helena was, do you know about the whereabouts of Duvalier? You know, just like a random question, and then, you know, just see inside checking the Jackson, how he reacts, and if he might hide some knowledge. Do you think it's a smart idea? Or...
We
doesn't change the fact that if Helena
it.
knows, she knows.
We don't know what she knows.
If Jackson knows, she knows. Pretty sure. If Jackson doesn't know, you have a chance.
Guys, it's D&D. Just roll 19 on on charisma check.
That's...
And then no one knows anything. That's it.
We just heard about Duvalier yesterday when we asked about the local news, right? When we arrived.
Yes, true.
So it's just...
You've heard about his mother being furious about this whole situation and how big of a hit it was for the general family. Yes, that's what you've heard in the port.
It's an okay question.
So, public knowledge and real knowledge often are two different things.
Okay, so if there's no veto, then Polo would still go and try to ask Jackson, you know, like just casually. And then because if Jackson knows that Polo knows where Duvalier is, then there might be a reaction, you know, in his face or eyes or whatnot, and Polo could pick up on that. If not, then either...
Go ahead, he's still polishing his hand. Metal hand.
Yeah, so Polo does that. He casually walks over and asks, like, oh, Jackson, just since you seem to know about the whereabouts of Helena, do you by chance know anything of Duvalier lately? Where he is? Is he residing in his mansion too? And then inside Jackson.
He was with us all the time. It's okay.
You don't need to roll. He is looking at you as one of those very old-fashioned butlers who is being asked a very obvious question and he is unsure whether the master is joking or not. So he's inside checking you, like, well, are you making a joke or is it a serious question? Yes, he was around you all the time, he knows.
Shit. Well, yeah, well, actually, on a second thought, never mind, but we know, right? Like, few people know. Like, damn it. Okay. Polo just turns back and shares, in case Jackson moves out of the room, shares his findings with the party. Guys, maybe we should not try to tell Helena a story.
Did you still hear everything? How it happened?
So, brutal honesty?
But why didn't we want to talk about Bob? Is it because he's gonna be put into jail or for something else? Like,
I mean, basically because both Bob and us broke several laws and whatnot, right?
we didn't break any laws. I mean, we were not the ones that killed the body.
Well, everything depends on what position Helena is currently in, right? So.
Okay, so we just tell her upfront everything that happened.
So Yeah, you plan to go have a conversation with her. My question to you is, what time of the day are you trying to do it? First, second, are you taking Jackson as your escort or not?
No, we don't need an escort. We just need to know where she is, right? Or do you feel unsafe in like needing Jackson for some reason?
But think about the question, time of day. Do we want Jackson or not? Are we gonna fight something that is night active or so?
We should go in the morning.
Okay, I like that.
Let's meet her in a tavern in the port.
Let's try to meet her somewhere where we cannot be eavesdropped so easily.
Yes.
Oh, but actually, maybe during the night would be nicer because we don't want to be seen talking to Helena so openly, or we don't care.
I mean, she's in her place. I don't know if it would be so obvious if we go in the day or in the night. We could go now if it's fine. Now is the night.
Yeah, now it's evening time.
Are we all well rested, just in case? Do we have all our spells? Cool. Yeah, cool. Then okay, then let's go. But Fowle is gonna do the brutal honesty thing, so there's not gonna be much charisma stuff.
Yeah, I'm still gonna give you bardic inspiration.
Okay.
In case you
I'm
need.
also gonna give you a potion of advantage of charisma checks.
Wow. Okay, but
is that perfume? Does he need to drink it?
It's potion of speech.
Just say the name of it. He can add it to his inventory.
It's tea.
What does it do?
Farwell thinks it's a potion of improved speech.
It's all in your head, right? If you think it's that, it's gonna be like
Placebo. Okay.
Fresh breath, yes.
Because why would sus? Okay. Farwell just, puts it in his inventory, ready to drink it before entering the mansion of Helena, but only then. Paulo gives him the vigilant blessing.
It's all gonna go great.
Yeah, the party just wants to go and see their friend, yes? Now let's buff everything.
I mean, just try to help a friend.
Protection from evil.
Okay.
Sanctuary. All the buffs.
Let's camp.
Invisibility. Pass without the trace.
Lay him on tiny hut, in front of the door.
Oh, we can do that. We can absolutely do that.
It has a tiny hut.
That's perfect.
Paulo has it.
Okay, yeah, we need to talk to her and make sure that she ensures that she's the only one listening to this conversation.
Hi Helena, let me just build a tiny hut for no reason here, then let's talk.
She knows that it's something quite important, but like...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going now in the evening, yes? With Jackson or without?
Without.
Yeah, without.
Okay, without Jackson. So as you're marching out, it's 4 of you, correct? Leaving, so Gaki stays behind, Kuo doesn't go anywhere, Jackson stays in the back in the embassy. You have the address, so for you it's not a problem to locate the mansion that has been indicated to you. And as you're roaming through the evening town, here and there you only meet a couple of the patrols, and based on the mood of the citizens and the guards, it feels fairly peaceful and relaxed. Some people are on the loose, working the whole day and then finally get into the evening, meeting their friends and drinking. So generally it feels very peaceful. That's the mood in the capital right now. As you're getting closer to the indicated address, you could see the mansion. It's a bit separated from others, and it looks the following way. Here's a picture for you in Maps and Lore. I also posted for you a picture of Helena in case you forgot how she looked. So it's a 3-story house made out of marble and wood, very intricate carving on both of them. And as you get in closer and closer, something is out of the place. So I would like all of you to roll for me perception as you enter in the premises of the mansion.
No.
Rafe,
20.
as you're looking around, you remember that Helena Creel was a person of utmost importance in the kingdom. She was quite a high position at the court, an important person, probably having a lot of people surrounding her at all times. And as you're looking at the entry of the mansion and the premises which lead to the main door, you can see that there is a sign that previously there were a lot of carriages arriving to the mansion. And maybe some weeks ago, everything has been perfectly groomed. All the grass has been trimmed, all the things have been cleaned out after every single rain. Everything was in order. But as you're looking around with your nobility eyes, you do feel that there is a sense of abandonment per se. There is way less care given to the mansion that it deserved and that it was getting before. So a change is noticeable.
Yeah, I might comment it like casually. Oh, look, guys, nobody really cares about this place anymore. Do you think she's really here?
Budget cuts. Right, Helena's poor. Almost forgot.
She could do it herself, right? Just saying.
But
I mean, she's a mage, right? Actually.
Lexon lost the arm, don't forget. That's why the grass is not cut. He's not managing.
We took.
Wow, it's a different mansion. Actually, he lost his arm, if you remember, defending the embassy from the assault.
Don't know that.
You know that.
He just happened to lose it at some
Once you saw him first time, he was with both hands. So.
Yeah, true.
This is what the impression or life change in circumstances our party brings to other people's lives. Well, as you're getting closer to the mansion itself, Rafe had the highest perception, yes? Yes, you realize that there would be a couple of podiums standing there, which probably would belong to your guards. They're standing on the post permanently. Now, even both of those podiums are empty.
Yeah,
well, you're approaching the door and nobody seems to be greeting or welcoming you there, at least. However, from a distance, you could see that inside there would be some lanterns and light from some rooms. So it's not an empty house, it's not a ghost house. Nobody just greets you by the entrance.
Well, I mean, but did we already knock or something?
But I mean, did you already build a lemon tiny hut? What are you planning to do there by the entrance? I'm just trolling you, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Spell.
No, I mean, we're gonna...
Let's not do that.
I'm gonna think everywhere there's really nothing to be like... Or nobody to be felt, sensed, then it feels like nobody really cares about Helena anymore, and we're kind of safe.
Also, would you like to knock? Would you like to ring? Would you like to use the spell of a kind?
Polo would like to use detect magic. You know, just because. Why not? Also, he wants to. Wait, where is it? Cast See Invisibility, because why not? And yeah, and I guess Farbold would then drink the potion, the powerful I don't know, a charisma potion from Sus.
Plus 22 charisma. Yes.
Yeah.
Legendary.
And feel epic after that. Epically charming.
I'm gonna open a little bit of a smoke bottle, so we have like an epic smoke around us, like a mystical atmosphere. And I'm gonna knock on the door.
So as Polo is doing all his preparations, he is like taking his eye all around the walls and columns, examining this building as if he would be just trying to find a way in, you know, with his usual methods. And you realize probably it would be the best to take a couple of the columns up to the roof and search there. And as you're using your spell for detecting magic, you realize that all of the windows that you can see, but not the front door, are covered with the School of Magic, which is called Abjuration. So they are protective wards on the windows.
Every single one, right? No exception.
Yeah.
Okay. Noted.
As Saz knocks, tun 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 tun, there is this booming echo of his hits because he often forgets how strong he is in his gauntlets of ogre power. Well, the door still manages to withstand that, and as those sounds slowly disappear, you're all ears, listening what changes around you. After some time, who has the highest passive perception from you all? Probably Polo.
18 passive perception. Maybe Sus is higher.
Sus?
20.
Yeah, so you both hear how a figure is walking down the stairs, the wooden stairs, as they squeak under their feet. It doesn't squeak that loudly as you would imagine somebody of a more bigger figure would do that. Rather, it seems to be fairly light. And after some time, these steps approach the door. And Polo, you realize that behind the door, there seems to be an object now which emanates with magic. And it looks like a rod of a kind.
Okay.
And as the door opens, it opens, and in front of you stands Helena, and in her right hand there is a rod that she is holding. The red stone on her neck, you could see this ruby before in her office, slowly emanates the red lights and pulsates. She sees Sus first. Sus was knocking. And then she
Is it the immovable rod? That is holy.
How's she moving it? Yes. She's moving around it, maybe. Yes. Well, No, it's not an immovable rod. And as she say, well, it's been a while, Rangers. And she kind of like points you inwards as she sees you all by the entrance. Please, welcome in. I'm sorry I do not have the required retinue to meet you in advance, as my status probably would be corresponding to, but now, well, I'm at your service, if I can be of any service. And as you enter an inn, you all recognize that she does look fairly different from the woman you met before. Last time, she was the head of the powerful intelligence agency in the kingdom. She was an authority. She was a power. Her words could literally kill. Now you can see somebody who went through a massive, not only material, but also mental fatigue. And not completely recovered from it. She looks fairly tired. And as you close the door, she lifts down the rod and... well, didn't expect you this evening. What brings you here?
Helena, Fawad says, and takes a small bow, like acknowledging her high stand as kind of leading priestess of the Anachron temple, and he does the... It's the same gesture Fawad does when he's praying to Anachron, like he takes the two fingers, puts them on the left side of his chest while doing this bow, like as a token of respect to her.
She accepts it and does the similar gestures. However, it's more of an automatic thing rather than a conscious decision.
Mm-hmm. Good, she's proud. We heard that recent times have not been kind to you. So we're visiting you having that in mind. We're here to help.
Well, help. And as you're proceeding to one of the living rooms, she sits by one of the chairs and kind of turns to one of her sides to you, trying to keep this royally posture. She looks at you from like low down, low up, and says, well, it's been a while since probably I'm always the last one coming in here and offering his help to this house. All others that were coming to this house was probably demanding something from me. That's good of a change, don't you think?
Of course. How's Amo doing? Is he still in your service? What is he up to these days?
Oh, he got a land not far away from Denver to build his own winery. And he said he's not gonna do it alone. He has somebody. But he didn't go into details. Well, it's his private life. But he gave me his address in case I feel like writing him.
That would be very interesting. It so happens that we might be open for business between his lands and produces and ours. So if you don't mind leaving us a way of contact, that would be Polish speaking, I suppose.
She looks... Well, you've been with him for some time, so he knows you. I guess it wouldn't be a violation of his privacy. She takes a note from the table, takes pen and writes it down for you. Pen. Yeah, who would think that the life would turn this way as he hands you the note over with the address. Everything has been just fine. And she, with this notice, you realize she's getting more like noticeably angrier than before. Then like there is some kind of rage inside of her that wasn't spilled out. Everything was just fine until this goddamn Duvalier. All the troubles from him. At first, this stupid attempt of a coup. Damn. I didn't know they could be so stupid.
Yeah,
then all this trouble at the sea with the trade. And Nikron helped me.
Despise Duvalier. We all equally despise Duvalier. Farwold says,
And you know what's the worst? She looks at Farwold attentively. You know who is now the ear of a duke? When I'm not around?
Who would that be?
Let me find you the picture and the name.
Sincere curiosity on Farwold's face.
One of the great houses. It has to be.
Don't make it the Burtons.
Wait, I have him saved.
The political woman. The one that wanted to do the election.
The one we saw in High Lakes. Whoever that was.
Was it Diana?
No.
The Umbra or so.
Here's the picture of him.
Him?
What? We need you. What?
No. We know this guy, don't we?
You know this guy, yes.
Didn't he depetrify Rave?
It's a bishop of Pelor, France.
Wow.
Yeah.
That truly sounds like an imbalance. Not to anyone's advantage except the Parla himself. Wow. God damn it, that's not what Farwold says, but how do I start this?
She looks back at you and there's like fire in her eyes now as she just spilled some of her anguish and despair. You said you came here offering help. I'm all ears.
Yes, indeed, Helena. So, Farwold begins. Well, he makes a bit of a dramatic pause, building a bit of tension, showing that's probably not an easy topic and that he's thinking where to start. So, we've found ourselves in an interesting situation, or let's say interesting circumstances, which involve very, very delicate things and pieces of information. Very delicate, with high potential to play out in a good way or in a bad way. And we were actually thinking about you, and that's when he looks straight at her. Because we need a strong, cool, strategic mind, someone who knows his way around the court, someone who knows how to deal with the great families and the Duke himself, someone who is very experienced with discrete, difficult topics. We need someone with a very fine feeling, with a great ability to manage words. That's why we come to you, as we trust you, and especially I trust you. He's a very capable person. And it might be to your own benefit, to all of our benefit, in fact. It might even be to the benefit of Enakron himself.
Interesting. she says. Well, everything that I lost was more of a material nature, and I'm still in a great debt. And if you're in debt, well, when your doors are getting close to you and people start looking different at you, forgetting about your immaterial gifts that I hear.
Correct. So in such a situation, you need something to reinstall yourself to your former position, former glory, former influence. You need the bargaining power, I suppose. Something that makes people listen to you. And you need to offer something that others want, especially to those who you owe money to. It so happens that we found ourselves in the possession of such a bargaining object, which might be of your interest, even though it also bears great risks, though we are sure that you're the best person to maneuver those.
As she's now hearing these words at her, you notice that now she is getting back in her older shape as you saw her in your working cabinet. She's hearing every single word, trying to make a connection, and she's about to jump and like trying to get her what you want to give her, but she's like keeping her posture there as much as she can. She's very intrigued. Please saying.
You see what I'm talking about. It took us a great deal of consideration, and let's say we were very, very tempted, especially myself, to execute on this option, on this possibility. However, we know that with deliberate work and strategy, we can have higher yields of this, especially you. So, here's what I'm talking about. Wait, who was holding the soul crystal?
Wait, didn't I keep it?
I think you. I think
Rafe
you
and
kept
her infamous bag of holding.
So Fabo just makes a gesture towards Rafe. Rafe probably, knows the time to reveal the object.
Okay, then I guess I get the object and carefully reveal it. I mean, just without saying what it is, and let's see if she might have a guess, right?
Perfect.
She's like kind of semi-standing at the chair, like trying to take a closer look at what is Rafe showing. What is that?
Don't you have any ideas what this might be that might help you and us?
Well, as a matter of state secrets, yes, I may have. But everything depends on what exactly is in there.
Let me elaborate on that, Robert says. So as I said in the beginning, we're all sitting in the same boat regarding our disgust, or let's call it disgust for Duvalier in certain ways, some more than others, side glance to Rafe. However, no one would call him his friend in this room. Thinking about his whereabouts, you certainly heard that he was not seen recently. We can tell you this much, that he's right there. And Fowl points at the crystal.
As her eyes immediately go for the crystal, you can see how your eyes are narrowing, and then as she looks at all of your faces attentively, and then as your eyes are like opening wide up, and then looking back at the crystal you're showing, as inside of her head she's trying to build, connections with the information she has. Are you absolutely certain?
Are we?
Yes.
We are as certain as we can be. However, it was not us who put his soul in there. So, and we don't possess the means of checking if it's 100% true. But we're sure you can verify this. Yes. So what we offer you is Duvalier's soul in this crystal. Why did we come to you? Because we think that is exactly the bargaining object you might need, which will be difficult to handle, but you will have something which the big families want from you. You have something to probably reinstate yourself if we play everything the right way. It was very tempting for us to fall back to all the animosities and make use of the situation of Duvalier, but we figured there might be more worth to it and that you could leverage it the best.
As you are saying this proposition to her and explaining your position, you realize that there are like a mixture of feelings on her face, and I think she's losing her composure first time in front of you this much that she's not even trying to control it. I think we got a follower just now. Jing Hui just followed us. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll keep it in mind and check it later. Thank you for the follow. Well, that's the first time when she's losing composure. You see this mixture of feelings on her face. Is like disbelief, as like trying to think if somebody's trying to trick her and play like a prank on her right now. And then at the same time, seeing your serious face, thinking about the belief and her own church, and seeing Farveltem on you saying this. Oh, that also brings a manner of trust in this thing. And then she is like, you can see how she ignites from the inside as she stands up, and her face is a mixture of hope, revenge, and determination. Well, champion of an Icon, I must say that is an offer I would never be able to refuse, neither probably to repay. As you correctly said, this bargaining chip, this exact soul of Duvalier, wow, yes, with the right leverage, you can get out of the Spesky family so much more than they can ever think they could give to you. And considering what has happened with Duvalier and trade recently and how mad his mother has become, as far as I heard, oh, I'm sure she would like to get her boy back. If it's really him. Wait, but let me not get myself ahead of time. I need to drink something. Wait a moment. She starts looking left and right. Sasu's not offering any tea. To be perfect moment.
We are selling something, hello, do you want to buy a Staubsauger?
Maybe you should actually offer something just to make sure that she is not giving us something strange.
She is. If you're not offering the tea, she just grabs some water from the jug on the table.
Some water, okay.
Yep. She finishes the glass in one take. She's looking back. Well, that definitely would change a lot. I can even imagine they could even completely drop their case against me. Wait, no, definitely more. Maybe they could even pay me back on top of that as a compensation. No, maybe it's something more. Wait. Okay. Well, maybe I can have their backing. They're endless.
Hmm.
Well, of course.
We know the possibilities are endless here, but just let me say
Okay.
this: we've been playing this through a few times.
What do you want from it? Let me be straight with you.
Well, first of all, we thought that probably the best way to play this out, while the most difficult one, is to not just blackmail the families, but rather make it look like doing them a favor, rather than abducting their son and giving him back.
Well, those are technicalities.
Making them a favor so that it is a win-win situation. Right. We were just thinking that in the end everyone could profit from this. What we want back, on the other hand, well, that remains to be seen. But what we can definitely say up front is, should you have regain your old positions, power and influence, we would like to draw upon your resources, the Sandkeeper resources, should you be able to be reinstated in that sense.
Well, that goes without question. Of course.
Also, we will most likely very soon need someone close to the Duke with his trust for very urgent matters. And we couldn't think about a better person than you. So we might
Is it
just
somehow
hold back on
threatens
some
the
of
Duke
favors.
or the
No.
kingdom?
The opposite. The opposite. We need someone to help us save the kingdom and the Duke. But this can only be someone he trusts.
Okay. Well, if I can make such a comeback, maybe I can put aside even this bishop away from him.
That would be most welcome.
Well, that I can promise you.
Other than that, Fabot looks at his team. What exactly do you have in mind? What would we need from this?
Sus?
I would like to have a tattoo master. The top quality tattoo master in Denver.
Fabot nods agreeingly.
Then I would like to have a flying ship's corps. I would like to have a Church of IDNF to be established in the capital. I would like a permit for the private army to be issued on my name. I would like to have Adventurers Guild top rank assigned us together with the reward. And of course, the legendary item, the immovable rod.
But you need 2 of those, right?
At least one.
Okay.
Well,
Stonefist. I declared my, interests next.
It's very specific. He was waiting for this all the time. Nice.
well,
Brave.
those were very detailed and very specific means. And most of those decisions, of course, need to go through the Duke. Except for the church. I don't think there is a problem of establishing a church. Question is about property and prices. If you want to buy out something to construction, we could, of course, smoothen the process and make it as quick as possible.
Yeah, a few houses might randomly burn down to the ground and some space will be freed.
Well, there was still nothing done in some parts of the town where the Order of Salamanders was operating. That's still
a magical shop.
free.
There was a magical shop that is supposed to be closed, I guess, because of the... Anyway, right.
Brave. Revikrasiki, she looks at you.
Yeah, I think that it would be interesting extending the network of the Sunkeeper's vowels to different other lands, and maybe having priority to use them in case that the
Would you like
Sunkeepers
to
yes.
organize?
What?
Are you here talking about diplomatical relations between Tieflings and us?
No, but it would be nice to expand it also there into other lands. And yeah, it would also involve, of course, considering Goxen as friends, because I don't see any other reason or any reasons to consider as enemies. So I think that we're like in a good place, like right now, based on things that might come, you know.
Well,
But
that's
yeah, just
very
expanding it, at
much.
least for now. Yeah.
That's very much what we would like to have. Peace on our eastern borders. It has been our priority, and well, there was some instability there, but maybe your appearance here in Denver is what's gonna bring a change to that. And what you're offering is one of the steps in the peace direction.
That and maybe more accessibility to scrolls. Not talking about like a little bit of discount, maybe a minimum of an amount of scrolls per month available to us. Something like that.
She looks at you, Farrell, first, and then... Well, I'm pretty sure the Church of Anaikron can help with that. After all, my position there hasn't changed. Even though Church got some hit on the reputation.
As for myself, Howard says, I am very interested in the Augur's heavy crossbow of guiding.
She looks like, what is that?
Oh, it's fine. I can send you the details plus the shop why I have seen it most recently. And in my case, Polo says just something basic, the Edra studded leather armor.
Well, I think the equipment wouldn't be a problem if I get back my hands on the inventory of the Sandkeepers. Well, she is extending her hand to get the crystal from Urave to take a look at.
Okay, yeah, no, I will not refuse. Yeah.
Wait, but don't we want to make her swear or something? You know, like a spell she can't break, like a vow, because she, and all it is a very delicate item. She could bring us behind bars with that if she wanted to. Not that we expect her to do that, but just in case. Don't you?
It could always happen if everything goes wrong, right? But not necessarily because of her. Not because she ordered it to be like that. If something goes wrong in the negotiation, then yes.
Okay. Good. So as she reaches out, Paulo says, "We would trust on your how to say, on you being very discreet. In case anything goes wrong, we cannot be affiliated with this item at all. You would understand."
Of course, but it didn't look like you tried to make any precautions, get into my place unseen. So, well, people might make connections no matter what's gonna happen. They might think you're part of my former Sunkeeper cruise or anything else. Many possibilities, but of course my safety in this is in discretion, naturally. It's only us here in this room, plus the side of the Duvalier Unsan family. Well, of course, naturally, if what you're saying is true and what I have in my hands here is actually him, well, he'll be back in town.
There might be one more person who knows something. One specific butler that works at the embassy.
Okay, noted. She nods.
He pointed us to this mansion today. Sorry.
Say, actually, Helena, Poldo says, does Jackson work for you by any chance? And the eyes are up from top to bottom to see what her reaction to this might be.
She smiles and says, well, you've been truthful with me this evening, so I can give you the truth back. Do you think we could ever give our foreign relationship, especially with the enclave of Kirinel, without any observation?
Of course not. Just out of curiosity, not because we doubted that it would be that way.
Yes, please treat him well.
He's been a valuable asset to our group on many occasions.
And he deserves to live up to his retirement. And way past his retirement.
He gave way too much for the embassy already.
That goes without saying. Well, as she looks back at the crystal in her hands, she says, I would need to make some planning. Maybe make sure that everything is organized and negotiated, that all our case is clear as day. I don't think I would need to your participation in this just to make sure we are less associated as of now, but I would need at least several days of preparation or more. Yeah, when it's done, Jackson would notify you about the results and changes that are upcoming.
All right. Forward says, we made this offering in good faith and in the spirit of Anacron, for it contains memories. It is blurring the line between light and dark, and it's close to madness as well. So see this as an honor to our god. We trust in you. Should you need any resources, let us know.
Yeah, she makes a short bow in front of you and says, may Anacron guide you through twilight, dusk, and madness, and never abandon your sight.
Paul does the courtesy thing again. The bow.
Yes. Rafe, you wanted to add something to it?
Nothing about the temple, no. Just wanted to ask her if there's anything else that we might need to know about the recent changes with the Duke. Anything that she might have heard about or she knows about that might be useful for us to know what we can expect or what might be happening soon if she doesn't act fast.
Whew. Well, my position hasn't been removed. I was kind of temporarily suspended and under internal investigations, you might say. But, well, now that the Pelor people have more access to Duke, I'm pretty sure they might have gotten their hands on the person who you qualify as His Highness, Roman Revenmar, who was held until recently in the dungeons below the Duke's palace. That's my last known location.
He was not taken care of?
Well, the ambush on his mansion was a complete success, and we have captured him, apprehended him, and tried to make him talk. He withstanded many rounds of interrogations, and seemingly to be hiding behind a persona of fanaticism. However, I never really believed into that. After some time, Duke even ordered to stop our trials. And, well, as he was ordering this stop, this is when the situation with Duvalier has happened. So, whether he's still there in dungeons, whether he's roaming free, whether he's been moved to Madei, to Pelor's headquarters, that remains to me unknown for now.
Polo talks to the whole party telepathically so that Helena cannot hear. Guys, do you think we should actually let her in on the whole bigger picture? Because she might have important information we might need, but she cannot give them to us if she does not understand.
Are you talking about the equalizer?
Yeah, everything. Because we might need her help very soon. Things are, you know, about to climax. We might need her support, and that means she needs to understand why she's supporting us.
Okay, we're already trusting her, and the rest, I guess.
So we're gonna throw some truth bombs.
How much does she know? I mean, she knows part of the equalizer.
You have previously asked her about the symbol of the Order of True Knight.
Only that.
I think that was the most direct question that you ever asked her. Other than that, even the story with Roman Revenmar, he was not charged with Order of True Knight connection or anything. No.
So we never mentioned that we don't really care about vampires, like in general. It's more like that he was a vampire working for the Order of True Knight, and we never mentioned that then.
Well, if you find a vampire lair in the middle of the capital who's been unaccounted and doing who or what in his lair, well, that disturbs safety, right?
Yeah, but thought we might have mentioned that it was even more than just safety.
Apparently we didn't.
Okay,
so the thinking is also like if the Parlo people, I mean, they definitely know about the whole background story, or at least let's say Parlo does, right? But maybe it's good if we have the counterweight of the Anacron side also having a say, other than giving the Parlo people the monopole also on Roman Revenmar, all of this stuff. Because he's like the fountain of information, right? If they can crack him, then they have the information, and let's spread the information. Blockchain, free knowledge.
Okay.
Not quite.
Let's share.
Wikipedia. Send her the Wikipedia article.
How much do we want to mention, though? Do we want to mention now the fact that Bob is at the same time working with us and against us?
She is looking at the crystal and says, well, I never really questioned you how you actually got this, if that it is what you are saying. But maybe there's something else you would like to share with me.
As to where we got the crystal from, I'm sure you would understand. A very useful source is never to be given up and to be protected at all costs, because having someone to work from the inside is the most valuable thing one can have.
Is it Paula speaking? Or...
Oh no, it's Fawad.
Because Paula knows more about inside jobs. Yes.
Yeah. But let's say Fawad knows how to talk to Helena and he knows her longer, right?
Okay. Go ahead.
So we would have to keep the source safe as of now. Be rest assured, we did not forge this. We did not put Tuvalier in there. We wouldn't know how.
Okay, that is interesting.
So now do we tell her everything? We feel comfortable with it, right?
Yeah.
Except the Bob part.
Except the Bob part.
Cool. Okay. Enter. Torrent downloading.
Well,
Okay.
copy paste. She's reading.
Like loading, thinking in the brain, you know. Pause. Okay. So as you are telling her all the story except for Bob, Bob part.
It's not even right?
Now she knows who the source is, I suppose. It's the only one. Okay.
She sits back at the chair as Farwell continues to describe everything that has party learned about the main plot so far and all the things they went through, all the travel that they made from Ironwood to Denver, starting with the elderly facility in Venice, seeing the Roman Reminmar first time, seeing the Tomb of Equalizer next to Ironwood, meeting some of the Avengers Council, and all those connections. As they proceed with more and more details and about locations that you have visited, she looks stunned for a moment, very much. And as you pass describing the events in Arfield, the hometown of Bob, so she is looking back at the crystal in her hands and says, well, this is definitely giving a new perspective on everything that happened. This may be the explanation I was looking for. Why would our situation got so much worse in the south? Why would we even have any invasion from the orcs when we tried to pacify as much as we could? Of course, I've heard the reports of some noble lords dying in those lands before, but I knew that wasn't us. Well, and we never really got really deep into the internal bloodshed, you know, as long as there is no open civil war, whatever. That was our thought about what happens on the frontier. Well, but this gives a good explanation for it all. Pelor on the top of this all, on one of the sides. Oh, interesting. And as you continue telling the story, you describe what has been done to the elderly people in Venice. And as you describe all of the rituals that you've seen, especially things that you witnessed from the diary of Brusk and all those materials, her face is getting more and more serious. 20 minutes later or so, as Farwell finishing his monologue with the latest development, he is describing, I guess, the whole scene of what happened with Duvalier and a soul crystal, but never discloses the identity of Bob, correct? Never really identifies him. That was your idea. Okay. Yeah, so basically she gets the pictures that you were chasing, you saw there is a trouble, you tried to investigate, you chasing got you all the way to the middle of the Bay of Denver. And yeah, she is now kind of in possession of this all this information. Well, it's so much, she says. But that explains a lot. It also explains Rowan Ravenmar and his resistance. And, well, she looks at the crystal. Now I have to put it to good use faster, at a faster pace than I thought. I need to get to my sources, need to get to my resourcefulness as quick as I can. This cannot wait. She does look like a person who believes what Farwell says. I guess being in the same church helps a lot.
It's the tea.
It's the tea, yes. So Farwell is very charismatic, yeah. Wanna run for president? No? Could do that.
How about for Duke?
Well, you have to run Duke over, you know? Run him through. Then maybe you could.
Nah. No, I'm just so charismatic, he'll give me the throne. Because he knows it's the better choice. Okay, jokes aside.
Yes. So as you're continuing and finishing up on the whole story with Helena, let's go on a short break of 5-7 minutes. And then we'll be back with what the party plans to do post-conversation with Helena, as she would be starting her rise back. Thank you everybody who joined. Thanks for your follow. And well, let's meet in 5-7 minutes back.
All right.
Thanks everybody who joined as the players are coming back to the game. Come back from a short break. We are at episode number 136. As a player has just had a very fruitful and deep discussion with the former head of the Sandkeepers intelligence organization in the Tithir Kingdom, named Helena Creel, whom they have just given a very, very valuable object that she might use to ascend back to the position she was before. Truth be told, she has lost her position due to the actions that the party did that have by joke implicated her. That's what they thought. But the consequences for her were fairly dire. And now they are paying it back, somewhat. Yes, thank you everybody who joined. Have any questions about the campaign, about the game, about D&D in general, just drop them in the chat. And we'll be happy to answer anything you would like. Wait a second, let me refresh my camera. Okay, everything works. Check, sound check.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Can I hear you
Yes.
well? Can I hear you fine?
Very good. Very good, ma. Okay, so ready to continue? Are you drinking anything today?
Oh, yes.
Okay, who is our sponsor today?
Huh? Sorry?
Which drink is our sponsor today?
Ah, okay. Wait. So today's episode has been brought to you by Talisker Scotch Whiskey, 10 years aged.
Not bad, not bad. Aged well. Rave? You?
Just beer.
Yes.
Not just
Oh,
any
good.
beer. It's the famous Kostritzer.
Famous. It's really good.
Subtle notes of coffee.
So I like it.
Yes, and Sas? You back?
Berlin Wasserbetriebe, yes, is a sponsor.
Wasserbetrieb. Good.
Yeah, yeah. I cannot see your camera, Sas.
There must have been temporary issues with the camera.
Too much beer.
Yes. Just a
Well,
minute.
okay, then let's just proceed on. Okay, yeah. So as you are finishing up on the describing all the events and all the relationship and all the connections you made, the Order of True Night and events that were unfolding in the Kingdom of Tithir, involved, and I will definitely have a fair amount of questions next time with Anachron.
Just ask Anachron.
That's
or ask
exactly-
the champion of Anachron. Yes, over here.
No, I believe the champion. I believe he believes in everything he's saying, and I believe him. But yeah, Anachron will definitely most likely confirm it. Otherwise, champion wouldn't be saying it all. Other than that, well, I very value at the time that you have given to me and all the information you provided to me, my head is about to explode, just like in the good old times, from all the possibilities which are there. And, well, feels good to be given an opportunity to come back. I'm not sure if I can ever repay you for this.
Oh, rest assured, we'll be making inquiries about your possibilities to help us. Don't worry about that, but it is good to see you back up and running with old speeds, old wits, and old fire in your eyes, Forward says.
Thank you very much. If you excuse me, then I will have a lot of preparations to make, especially when it comes to Unsan family. And yeah, as I said earlier, I will let you know as soon as I have the results from them.
Should we wait an amount of days, like minimum, in case you don't reach back to us? We, you are now like maybe danger because of everything, should we?
No, the Jackson would be a point of your contact for sure, and I'm pretty sure I can handle at least the main negotiations within the next week. So you should definitely have some news after that time. Are you planning to stay in Capital, or you are heading anywhere?
Good question.
Most likely we will head somewhere far away, but we don't know yet. But that's a good question. How to stay in contact with you, on a safe line, no matter the distance. Would the sending spell do, or do you have more secure means to communicate, maybe?
Well, let me check one thing. Let me check one thing.
Portable teleportation circle.
Portable teleportation circle. That's interesting.
Like a carpet, you unwrap it and then you teleport and you wrap it back.
So, but you can close it, right, from our side. We unroll the carpet, it's open, we roll the carpet back in, it's closed. Yeah, I like that. The carpet idea is pretty nice. Or it could also be like smaller, like a medallion, like one of those you wear on the chest and then you flip it open, it's open, you close it, it's closed. More handy.
We are really missing some magic in our party.
A book, maybe, yeah. So, yeah.
She says that the sending would be the easiest and most reliable way to contact her.
Could you provide us with a few spell scrolls of sending? Maybe like 3 of them, or 4 of them, in case any of the party members needs to contact you. We're dealing with very sensitive information. We should know if on your end anything goes wrong, and we might have to contact you urgent, as you know what is going on in the world. We don't know when the day of days will come.
Okay, she nods. Wait a minute. As she heads back upstairs, she would be returning back with 2 scrolls of sending. She gives to Farwell.
Well, with 4 people on the party.
Sources, right?
Okay. So who's most likely to? So if the party splits up, what do you think is the most likely split?
I will not split it. Well, of course,
but
Sas will.
Usually, Sas usually looks after Rafe. So in case of a split up, you two might be together, more likely. So maybe you should share a scroll.
Okay, I'll keep it because we get along better together. So if I need to talk to her,
Okay,
it's better
Rafe,
if
please
I-
add a scroll of sending to your inventory.
Yeah.
Maybe Polo takes the other one because like he's sneaky, he can get away out of difficult situations and so on, so he's most likely to make it out alive from anywhere. After Sas, to be fair. So
Well,
but
that's
maybe it's
about
good.
what the Farwelt is gonna give it to him.
Maybe it's a persuasion contest. Maybe Polo needs to make a persuasion roll and see if he can get the scroll. Does that make sense?
Well, it's just one scroll, so whatever you do. Both characters are you.
I would leave it with Polo because it makes sense, but in order to play it outright, we could just say Polo tries to, persuade, and then we make a roll, and whoever wins the roll wins the scroll. Does that make sense?
You don't need to roll. We don't need to complicate it that much.
Cool. Then Polo has a scroll sending.
Okay. Then, yeah, that would be the end of your conversation with Helena, basically, unless there is something else you would like to say.
Is there anything that can happen in the city in a short term that might help you convince the Insan family?
Well, they are already on very much high alert and paranoia after what happened with the Duvalier and all the drawings that were found in his house of very sinister nature. As far as much I heard. So, well, provoking them even more, I don't think it helps much. So, no, nothing comes to my mind. I guess keeping peace, no more disappeared sons. Anything hurtful would actually probably disturb negotiations with them.
Actually, so there's one other thing, a loose end maybe. Remember the captain we told you about, the pirate captain? He saw things he should not have seen. However, we've been taking care of eventualities and left traces, so he could be a possible scapegoat in the whole of this. But he must be silenced in any case. Unless you see a better solution.
Well, you give him his name, details, a ship type, and everything, so that's a possibility for sure.
Okay. That is it.
Well, as you would be leaving the mansion of Helena, it's a fairly deep evening as of this moment. So it's past 11 p.m. And at this specific moment, most of the noise in the town comes from the inns and taverns where people are still roaming and celebrating and having a good time. Farwelt, you have this sudden remembrance. You look at how dark it is, and this is when it strikes you that this was this evening when Gaki planned to perform in the Frost Giant Inn.
She planned to perform. That's new information, isn't it?
We didn't know it was only information that Farwell knew then.
No, it wasn't the new information, but it's something that she told you last game.
feels like new information, but
All of us?
Sometimes he doesn't listen, yes?
sometimes she just doesn't say things the right way. Okay, but you see, Farbot is minding his own business all of a sudden, straightening up, like looking into a distance, like bolt of realization striking through his mind. And he says, I have to go to that inn. Contact me in case of anything important, but you know where to find me. I cannot miss this. And he leaves.
He suddenly feels very energetic and enthusiastic.
More like afraid. He almost forgot about it, right? He has to hurry up now.
Well, it's way past 11, so let's see how much you missed. So as Farvald rapidly separates from the party, what do the rest of you do? Do you plan to do as you're standing in front of the mansion of Helena Creel?
Get back to the embassy, or do we have any other plans? Does someone want to recruit anybody else this evening for some reason? No.
Recruit.
Sus?
Like SAS activities.
Activities. Bank robbery. Passive bank robbery.
What? Oh my god.
Off-time bank robbery.
Come on, you're about to get rich, to have all of your dreams come true. You just have to be patient.
I mean, we can still do the heist on this magic shop because I think we have to at some point.
No,
But
no,
maybe
just
let's
go to the embassy, plan the next day's call.
not now. But maybe let's
Okay.
wait until Helena is back reinstated in power, because then if we get in trouble, she might be able to get us out. And we're gonna get in trouble. One does it simply.
SAS will go around and ask for a bank loan. And at the same time, check the security in the local banking system.
More loans.
How much money can they loan to SAS? A landowner and
At this
a
time, the banks are closed.
distinguished adventurer.
The very first bank on your way as you go into the center of the city meets you with metal grates on the windows and on the doors and complete darkness in the window.
Only taverns are open at this time.
Maybe the scrolls at the Nakaran temple. Do we already have the benefit of that? Because then maybe we want to retrieve some scrolls now.
No.
Well, no, not yet. Helena needs to get her business
She's a
organized
to-do list
first.
for her.
Yeah.
I think Polo would like to go buy... No, wait. Polo needs a potion. Do we get some more discounts on potions anywhere?
Rave.
The mining shop we were.
She's your potion maker.
Rave, can you do
Well,
potion
I
of
mean,
speed?
I'm not sure. I think maybe.
She can do haste.
Potion of speed would be great, like Polo wants this.
Doesn't sound like a no.
Okay, DM, then can I passively go to Adventurers Guild and claim my improved ranked? Because we applied for the gold members in exchange for the Olympus Fortress heist. 20 episodes ago. No, more than 20. On 26th of June.
Well, you got an invitation from Adventurers Guild now to verify
To
who
receive
you are,
it.
what... No.
So I'm gonna verify who I am. Yes.
We're not gonna split again.
No, but I'm trying to
Just
tell
gonna-
you that you got now a task from Adventurers Guild. And, well, you are currently skipping it. So that doesn't help your ranks by any means or reputation.
Rafe, do you want to do something?
Can only do the potion of climbing, the potion of swimming.
Potion of haste, potion of speed, I think. Yeah.
This list.
Well,
Okay,
Rafe
then
has
it's,
like several
brewing.
pages of those potions to choose from.
Control F.
Let's use your favorite mobile alchemy wagon that you ordered and that was delivered. Let's unpack that and assemble and use that.
Yeah, you can do it wherever you want, even here on the street, even though it's
Let's
very
sell
weird.
potions. Let's make them and sell them.
I
Fresh
need to
potions.
know the stats. The stats change. Like how many potions can I do, and how long would they take me? Would it take to complete them with this?
Well, do you remember the previous rules where you used actually Jug of Alchemy?
But I never did like one of these special ones in the Jar of Alchemy. I only did the normal generic potion of healing, but for the others like bolstering and all of that, I always needed to do it a few hours.
Well, that didn't
So, like
change.
4 hours? That didn't change.
No, the only thing that you
What
got is the possibility of making them, which is compacted and it's portable. Doesn't make
I still need 4
that you
hours for
got like a
doing
lab,
some.
5-star lab at your disposal.
I thought it would increase the speed of brewing the potion.
Well, it's about practice, right? When was the last time you were brewing anything?
You're constantly brewing with this
Should
this
go.
thing, right?
I have a good plan, right? I have a nice portable garage with me. Let's assemble the DM knows. Let's assemble your alchemy set in it, and you just turn the button, and you can go there and check if it's ready anytime.
Where do we leave the? You mean I can put my kid there? You can close it. It can work. We can do more stuff.
Why
in
wouldn't
the
it
4
work?
hours?
The
we can
time doesn't
reopen it.
stop.
Does it work like that? Can the
Well, remember
portable
there are
garage
two
do
It's like a
ways.
washing machine. You put on the powder and you put it.
So the Jug of Alchemy works like a washing machine, yes, but it's already small and portable enough. But what Rafe actually got is a full like a lab that you can put on a table, set up all kinds of glass objects there, connect them. So she needs the space, she needs time, she needs quiet, she needs peace. It's a serious thing, unless you wanna end up drinking something with side effects.
I'm really good at brewing the potions. I know the potions. I know. I can already experiment because I don't know what's gonna happen.
You need a slave to do that, or like an intern or so. Go to the Mages University, look for an intern, like once in a lifetime opportunity, low-hanging fruits, fresh fruit in the kitchen, experience, work with the CEO directly.
Oh, sure.
Highlight of today's episode: you need a slave. I mean intern.
3 golden coins per.
I thought it's like a washing machine. What's the point of this whole thing?
Yeah, I also thought that I
Weird.
didn't need to do so much actively, right? Okay, I can
Well-
let it act, but
Just in case, I have a portable garage with me. But okay, then.
You wanna
What
show
else
your
do you
garage
need?
to others?
If
Yeah,
they
sure.
want, but yeah, I'm gonna show it. I'm taking out.
Okay, please describe it to us.
what is that?
I'm taking out a small piece of cloth and I keep unwrapping it like 100 times, unfolding it until it's like 2 by 2 meters, and then it's 5 by 5 meters, and it's a huge hole in the ground basically, and it's a huge space. So you can put anything in it, and then you can wrap it back.
You used it already.
It's the latest fashion in Denver. I just purchased it. It's called
Okay.
portable.
Buy
hole.
it in a magic shop.
Yes.
Is it possible to breathe inside of that thing? So can a person be there and survive?
For 10 minutes.
Okay.
I send you a picture how it looks. Maps and lore.
The person can get out very easily at any point in time. So it is not like you're gonna be stuck there and die. But also Rafe has a breathing helmet, so she can stay there as much as she wants. And it's much
You're
bigger
gonna put
than
me
the
there,
bag of
you're gonna
holding.
carry me like while I'm doing my stuff.
Like, the bag
Actually,
of holding is small. This thing is huge.
that's pretty cool, though.
Yes, of course not claustrophobic at all. I know it's not, but yeah, okay.
It's just in case we wanna kidnap another skull of the dragon, then we can actually.
But
you
it's
need to
made
put
out
more
of-
corpses there.
It's made out of cloth, right? Like it's textile. It can burn.
It's magic. I don't know.
Okay.
Magic.
Oh, and I wouldn't recommend you putting it inside of bag of holding.
Do that if you wanna kill someone. That's possible.
Yourself.
Yeah. You ask your friend to do that, to go to someone you don't like, and to do that when they meet. Just use a level 2 charm spell. You'll be fine. Just, hey guy, can you just please put this thing in this guy's bag? And that's it. They're both gone.
Then
Anyway.
why ask a friend?
Any random stranger on the street works.
Sounds better.
Anyone
Oh.
can become an ultimate assassin. Right?
Well. Sas is showing you his massive hole.
Yeah. What?
Portable garage.
Thank
Yeah.
God this channel is 18 plus.
Oh, of course. That's why it is 18 plus. Well, he's folding it back. And I don't know what happens next.
Let's go and pray to the Colossus Temple, Grave. It's time to
No,
pray for all the sins that you've done.
It's night. Is that Colossus
I've
time?
been the best person. No, it's as close. I mean, Colossus Temple opens at 11, 12
It's
when the sacrifice.
12.
What in
it's
the
open.
day? Not in
There,
the-
there are no
All the other time
servants
they,
there.
they turn off the fire.
There are no
simply-
priests.
Yeah.
The fire pit is always available. It's just generally it's where the ring bell comes. This is a daytime
Yeah,
when
no,
it happens.
I consider it close.
But if you want to burn something for the sake of causes, 24/7.
Okay, I don't have any more ideas.
I mean, Polo would want to check out the black market in case someone wants to join. Black market is definitely open during the night.
What is he
Just buy
interested
me
in?
like
And see
10
if there
packs
are
of
any-
dynamite if you go there.
Sure. Money up
Yeah, I
front.
want to look for alchemy books.
Okay, I'll give you 600 gold.
Okay, I think that is... How many did you want? 10, right?
10.
I'm not
Last time
sure.
there
I...
was 60.
That will make it, yes. 10.
A peasant
60?
earns 3 gold
Okay.
per year.
Wasn't it 3 gold per month?
It was per year originally. So,
Oh,
but the
I thought
dynamite
so.
costs 60 gold for some reason.
Okay. Like, maybe Polo can even get it cheaper because afterwards the black market, he's got contacts. So should he buy you as many dynamites as he can get for the 600 or just stick to the 10?
Yeah, he can get 10, yes. this money.
Just buy random stuff. Just buy some. If you have a leftover, buy some random
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
And I'll follow Rafe, whatever she wants to do.
Oh, I wanted to go look for books in the black market.
Black
So-
library.
Yeah, something forbidden, like potions that you're not allowed to brew, but I want to brew them anyway.
I want to
Stuff
find
like
the
that.
Warhammer book there. TM.
Sounds
Yes.
good. Also, the
By
other
the-
question.
Authorship of Nurgle, yes.
So Polo has been using his downtime a lot to work with the kit that makes him learn how to use the poisonous kit.
Yes.
Any
So?
does he have any benefits? Does he know how to operate a poisonous kit by now?
Not yet. I mean, what I can say you, if you're going to just say, oh, we're waiting for Helena results for the week and we use the week as a downtime, then yes.
Let's just say Polo will try to use whatever downtime he has to learn with the kit that teaches him how to use the poisonous kit.
I wanna
That
brew
makes sense.
potions then. A lot of them.
Okay, so Rafe is
Okay.
doing the brewery time for her.
Yeah. I'll check a selection of potions I can do. Then you can tell me how many I can do of each of them.
Okay, then Polo goes to the black market. No one wanted to come, right?
I did.
Want to take a
Okay.
piano playing lessons, TM.
A good one, actually.
Can I add
Well,
piano proficiency?
Do pianos exist there?
well, imagine you're like opening your hall and there's a piano there. Yeah, so
A
then
whole
you're
piano.
like, yes, and then here's you're playing it, and you know, okay, and then you prop it and you go next.
No, I'm taking the
An
lesson.
easier instrument, like some small instrument, something with like 2 chords, and then you can do music.
Tiny piano.
Yeah, something silly. That
Okay.
still counts as music.
You were going to the library. Buy me the book about how to play piano, and I will, meanwhile, find the teacher and we'll use some downtime to study that. I'll use that.
Initially, we didn't want to go to the library anymore because we don't have the spell score upgrade from Helena.
No, we wanted to look for the books in the black market.
Yeah.
The secret technique of playing piano in the black market. You know.
Yeah, learn how to
Play piano in
24
10
hours.
minutes.
The illegal ways of playing piano you've never heard about.
Yes. This is the secret. Maybe there's even forbidden techniques or something like that. How to play piano. So I'm interested in that.
Okay.
For the Church of the Deep.
Don't you mean the organ?
It's the same thing.
It's a little bit different.
Organ is way more complex.
Yes.
Okay, so rules as written. Receiving training in a language or tool typically takes at least 10 work weeks, but this time is reduced by a number of work weeks equal to the character's intelligence modifier.
You
So it can be increased.
An intelligence penalty doesn't increase the time needed.
Okay, that's good.
Training costs 25 gold per work week.
I'll take the basic lessons. Can I roll for a black market having an item that makes you proficient with playing piano? There has to be some mad piano, soul of some guys who knew how to play piano and someone put them in the ring.
Of course.
He can learn like 2
course.
songs, like not how to play the piano, but how to play these 2 songs. So no theory, no nothing, but he knows how to play these 2 songs.
That's good.
Pretty
That's
Play a
smart.
lot of songs.
Okay,
So what should
okay,
I
so-
roll?
Intelligence first.
Just pure intelligence.
Wait. Maybe he can get a bardic inspiration for that.
No.
Of course.
No.
Because we have a musician in the party.
Do we want to start a band? Then we
You're
all
already a
take-
band.
The band of the deep.
War
No,
band.
I mean a music band. Like we are gonna make money in our free time by like giving concerts in taverns.
But
That's
then
what
we
Gaki
should.
does right now.
Yeah. She can be the lead singer. That's okay.
Okay. The bardic inspiration
my
is
heart
1d4 or something?
No inspiration, Sas.
Helping
Just int.
action. Does that work? Polo can help him learn.
I can also help. I can play an instrument.
So, yeah, what should I roll?
I told you. So you rolled intelligence of 10.
I'm using my inspiration. 18.
Boom.
It was 19 minus 1. So it's 18.
Okay, well, of course, the town is full of different people, different artisans who teach and give lessons for a variety of reasons. Now it's a dark night, so I assume you all would be anyway having at least a long rest for this night. So, Sas, are you looking for teachers in some dark alleyways at this moment, or you're generally looking for normal teachers? Tell me how adventurous you are.
I was looking for the secret techniques on the black market when I was about to buy a secret hidden technique of the Western piano players from the mountains. And then the seller turned out to be the guy who knew the guy who I knew from my monastery. And then he kind of escorted me to the master who actually wrote the book. He was sitting in the next stand. And he agreed to take me as a trainee for a few days.
Okay, let's roll with that, with your intelligence modifier. Yes. So please pay him 100 gold for the urgent class.
Easy.
As the whole back alleyway where the trading happens is now disturbed by the sounds of Sas practicing. Yeah, Polo, you definitely hear it as you are there on the black market.
Take any damage?
Just
I'm
emotional.
trying to replicate the
Yeah.
music of the deep organ that I heard.
Well, you need to
Okay.
submerge first.
Shit. Disadvantage for any piano playing of the deep.
Wait, you have unlimited water in this system of yours.
Yes! I'm perfectly suited to be the priest of the deep.
So,
I have
are you
the
gonna
piano
now
and the
drown
water.
the piano of the maestro that teaches you now?
Well, I will do it afterwards, but I come to this idea that I'm perfectly suited and capable. I have both the pieces. The piano
We're gonna
and
go
the water.
Scorsese by learning that and joining the other temple.
We have different deal with Kos.
Sas has relationships with 3 different gods.
No. That's not like that.
How is it then? He's the deep one, Kothus, and his storm deity or whatever that is.
In
Yeah.
DNF.
Hmm.
Yes.
And, well, he still didn't meet the Irene.
I already spent all the money. So maybe next time.
Okay, so Sas is practicing and torturing people there with his music. Polo is trying to shop for dynamite. And
Not just he wants to skim the market like for useful equipment for himself too.
So what exactly are you interested in? Did you ever share the income with your party members?
I definitely had the intention, but you know, this is why I really what's really important for this this purse or this gold we have in our character sheets would be a history of what went in and what went out. I don't know if I gave you guys gold or not.
That would be
No.
so cool. That history. No, you didn't give us anything.
How much gold are we even talking about? I gave you guys 300. I mean, there was something like 300 gold, and that I definitely shared, but I'm not sure if that was the last thing.
What was it for?
I don't know.
What
He
did
got
you give us?
2k
From what?
Yeah,
from the lands, from Olaf.
from Olaf.
True. Maybe he did give us. Let me see.
I mean, if so, we split by 4, so that would be 500 each, right? Yeah. This is why this history function would be so important right now. I have literally no clue. I don't want to lose 2k gold for nothing, but I also don't want to withhold any money.
Well,
Can
this is
Polo roll for memory?
well, just deduct 1.5 and add 500 on Farwell. Everybody else is getting 500. You wanna do it?
But are you sure Polo did not do that already?
I don't
No,
have any
no.
notes about
Okay.
that.
You just
then
collected the
that's
money
it.
and then you get back to the capital. This is how we ended our last game. Then you
Are
left.
you sure
Okay.
that you did add that money to your money?
No, I'm not even sure of that.
He did it. He did it.
He did? Okay. If you say so.
Okay, I trust you, DM. No, I'm poor.
500 more.
Yeah, so
Wait,
Polo
yeah.
just deducted 1.5. Okay. So you guys at 500, please. To your inventory. Okay.
Okay.
So Polo's looking for potions of speed.
Very rare potion.
It's not so
It's
rare.
like
He bought it for... He bought 2 of those recently, I think, for 300 each or so. It's level 2.
And swirls on its own. This is how
I
it's
found the old price. I found the old price in the chat.
And
What do you think it is?
300.
150 gold.
It's 750 per per potion of haste, yeah.
even that seems to be too few. But okay. Let it be.
Okay. Ooh, chat history for the win. So yeah, Polo buys 2 of those. So 1.5k deducted.
I
Okay.
have this note that Polo drank the haste potion and lost control. of
Control?
himself. Yeah, for
No, I
some
think
reason I have that in my notes.
he fell down like to the ground, like it's like after the haste spell, I think. You just are exhausted or something like this for 1 round and can't do anything. It's like you speed
Yep.
up and then you're like burned out of energy. But yeah,
Catching
thanks for
your
the
breath,
reminder.
yes.
I forgot about that actually.
Not so long.
Yes, thanks everybody for joining as a party of Power Rangers. Have just finished the negotiation and talking with the Helena Creel, the old employer, and now they are seemingly doing some back alley piano training as well as shopping. So if you have any suggestions for items which might be in the price range of 1,000 to 15,000, well, drop your suggestions in the chat. Maybe that's what... Apart from dynamite sticks, please. We already had a lot of it.
So no
I mean-
rolls off.
Polo gets the 10 dynamites for Sus, right?
Yep.
Okay. I think 10 dynamites.
Did I find any bull?
Sas, how are you storing those dynamite? Are you putting it on your vest somehow?
It's a backpack, no?
I just wanna visualize it.
Oh.
Bag of holding, probably not.
No, as you say, I'm just asking.
I already had an experience where the explosion happened while wearing the dynamite, so I'm
It
taking
just.
a precautions.
Do you mean that holy grenade?
No, you did that
Yes.
on purpose. Like it
But
didn't
I
happen
think
as an
there
accident.
also was-
You did it.
It wasn't an accident.
It wasn't.
No, you knew what was gonna happen.
I thought it's holy grenade. It only damages undead. Like holy damage.
Radiant, yes. It radiated through with radiation. you
Yeah,
know?
I thought it's gonna be a huge flash, but that's it, like a flashbang.
That's what nuclear explosions are, yes. Just a flash.
So I didn't know. Turned out to be just a normal explosive. Fake.
In the name of Pelor, yes.
Yes.
Rafe, is there anything you are interested in? You said you are interested in books, correct?
Yes, for brewing potions. Ban.
So it will be... So Uncommon Alchemist book, I think you already had it one. The previous price was 3k.
Okay.
So you can...
Okay.
So you can buy one more of this category, yes, for 3k.
I will. Yes. I'll deduct them.
Cool. Then you would
how
just
can I
need
call
to...
it? Unusual.
Alchemy Brewing 202.
Okay. Cool.
So you would need some downtime activity to read it, and then I send you the list of all the potions which were in there that you went through.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Paula, apart from dynamite,
Polo wants to sell the pearls of the deep. He already
did.
gathered. No, that was
Yes.
Farwald. That was Farwald. Farwald sold them. Polo just gathered information. And the M answered on 13th of February can be used by the master artisan for jewelry set would cost after completion more than 5k than the material itself.
So are you looking for an artisan?
Yes.
What
Polo
is
wants to
he
s-
supposed to make out of it?
Maybe I didn't understand the message, so
I think you understood it wrong. It won't cost 5k. Right? How much would it cost doing something with this material? Like
Polo wants to sell it actually for the biggest profit he can find on the black market. What would that be per pearl?
Well, this is definitely an unusual item. So, and since of your background knowledge of street markets, I would allow you to roll for haggling.
What
So
roll?
that will be persuasion.
24.
Well, do you remember how much was the original price for the pearl? 5k.
Okay, right.
So with your exceptionally high haggling skills, as you were really trying to distribute a very rare type of a size of a pearl here, and there is quite a demand for it. You're able to increase your earnings here up to the 6.5k.
Ooh, per pearl. That's nice. With 3 pearls, that's then 19,500. Nice. Sold. Should I sell you guys' pearls too?
How many do I still have? I sold maybe a few last time. Let me check.
So you got 8, yes? Farwell has none.
Sure.
And I feel like Polo is scamming me now.
No, Polo's not scamming you. Let me remind you. So everyone got 2 pearls, but then there were like 2 additional pearls, right? Because otherwise it would have been... Yes, yeah. And 1 additional pearl went to Rafe, so it means Rafe has 3 pearls, and 1 went to Polo, so Polo has 3 pearls. The other 2 have 2 pearls. It was 8
Why
pearls in
there is
total.
an extra? There are 8 in total, so 2 for each.
I don't. Then it was 10 in total, but I totally remember that we had like a not discussion, but we elaborated who gets the extra pearls, and then we're thinking who of the team.
I think
them.
extra pearls were coming from the fact that Sas wasn't taking his.
Yes.
Oh yeah, like that. Right.
So
it's 12,000 gold worth of pearls.
So it's still 8 pearls.
Still
but,
8, yes. So
yeah.
Now you have 3, and Rafe has 3. Now you sold your 3. That's it.
Because I sold 1.
Yes. So Rafe has 2 pearls, and other than that, no one else has any pearls anymore.
Yes.
Okay.
Please add the monies to your list. Sus, why are you keeping so quiet, huh? DM was almost scammed.
I was happy for getting all the money back for the fake inflation that happened. You know.
Well, you know how banks work.
Now more inflation will happen. Okay. When we're gonna rob the bank, yeah. But no, I am playing the piano. That's I feel this is my new,
Destiny.
Inspiration. The water and the piano, it all fits together. Yes. I wanted to ask to be the Church of the Deep to be established in Denver, but then I renamed it to the IDNF Church.
Sas, when you when you were describing this image of you playing the piano underwater, I have this meme. Can I post to you in Maps and Lore?
Come on. I think soon I'm gonna become the monk that doesn't even need to breathe. So I can perfectly play piano underwater without breathing.
Well, next challenge is to play some tube instrument without breathing, guess.
That's why the piano is a good choice.
Okay, Polo, did you add those 18k to your account?
19.5 it was. Right?
Yes.
3 times 6.5. Yes, done. And Polo now wants to go shopping and understand what type of strong poisons can he find on the market.
Fuck, level 15. That's not so soon.
Let me find you a list. Well,
Okay.
there is plenty of poisons which exist on the market, and the black market is the best place actually to look for different nefarious needs of yours.
Okay.
You have already encountered before the drow poison. It was fairly effective even against your own party. And just as the Drowls are now launching more raids on the surface, there is also more of their own supply here present in the market. So a Drow poison is available for you.
Should I narrow down what I'm looking for?
Well, sure. Go ahead. Give me the effect, and I might be telling you what exactly is the closest.
Okay. Cool. So Polo's looking for poisons between price range between 100 to 500, 100 to 800 gold per unit, which cause damage. That would be one category, and the other one he would be looking for would be some that paralyze or provoke any other type of unconsciousness. However, high DC is preferred if available. Like, because the Drow poison was like a safe DC 12 Constitution or so. This is like, yeah.
So the very first thing that comes at the market and available quite wildly in Denver is a poison called Torpor. It's poison, and it should be ingested by the target. The creature subjected to this poison must succeed at DC Constitution 15 or become poisoned for 46 hours. And as the poison takes effect, the poisoned creature would be incapacitated.
46 hours. That's pretty strong, but it is injection. That means someone has to drink it, consume it, right?
Yes.
How much would that be?
600 gold.
Polo gets 2 of those. Can you tell me the name of the item again? I forgot.
Yes, post in it in maps and lore the name of it.
Okay, cool, thank you. So we would take 2 of those, and then anything that causes damage, like
specifically damage one. The very first one that comes to the market is a wyvern poison. You know, they're very toxic, and a creature subjected to this poison must make a DC Constitution 15 as well, taking 7d6 poison damage on a failed save.
Yeah, that's nice. How much?
1200 gold.
What was the DC again? DC how
15
much?
Constitution.
Otherwise it's no damage or half damage?
Half.
Okay, oh, that's good. Okay. 1.2k.
You taking it?
Polo takes, yeah, 3 of those, yeah.
Okay.
So 600 plus 600. So 4.8k deducted.
Well, and now as you're harvesting this whole thing, your mind also brings you memories from your encounter with Purple Worm. And one of the guys on the side is kind of like, are you buying poisons? Do you want one? There is one. And he shows you like a small vial with a liquid glimmering inside of it. And the dude claims this is a purple worm poison. And this is the last one that's left. So you would give it no less than 2k. The effect is the following. DC 19 Constitution save. Or 12d6 poison damage. Or half on save.
Okay. Polo's very intrigued and he looks at this vial and he tries to recall all of that, what he saw from the purple worm, tries to understand if it's truly what the guy claims it is.
Well, he's just like any other shady looking seller on the street here in the sewers. So
Okay.
you have as much trust in him as any others.
Okay, so Polo looks at him and he starts asking him questions like who he is, who he knows, which, I don't know, underground guild he's from. Just tries to understand if this person makes sense in the underground scene, because Polo's knowledgeable and he wants to. Yeah.
That's a very valid concern, as this kind of things are not coming here often. But as you're asking those basic questions that everybody who ventured through the dark alleys of Denver would know, his answers seem legit.
So while he answers, can I insight check if he's lying?
Go ahead.
$16.
Well, he seems to be believing in that the things that he holds in his hands is valuable, and that this is indeed purple worm poison.
Okay. Okay, so Polo says, it seems very interesting, but there's a chance that this is actually just tainted waters. I need to cut my potential losses. So I cannot give you the 2K. That would be an outrageous price. Meet me at 1.5.
2.5 now, he says.
Of poisons.
So,
Purple worms are dying.
DM, this is a dark alley, right? Polo's standing right next to the guy.
Well, this is kind of a poisoner's section of the whole thing.
What does that mean?
Well, so imagine you have a side alley which is closer to the sewers where people are getting supply from. And those people who are working there, they're usually working in cartels for their very specific area. Somebody is bringing the weaponry, somebody is bringing the ammunition, somebody is taking care of poisons. Somebody is the face of the thing, somebody is just supplier, somebody is a protector.
Okay.
So nobody is in this place working alone. Nobody gets those spots for free. It's impossible.
Yeah, but no one asks Polo for 2.5k for less than 2k item.
Well, now he does.
Is anyone watching? Does Polo feel observed, seen by anyone?
Well, there's a trade happening on maybe behind the corner. As usually all the money transaction happening like not really in front of everybody, but you kind of like, oh, let's come here, let's do the trade. So yes, but people are in the hearable distance per se.
Does Polo have opportunity for sneak attack? Is he close enough?
Yes.
Okay. So Polo asks, well, 2.5 is a stretch. 2k is outrageously much. Let's be honest. Let's cut the haggling.
It's not a negotiable here. The longer you talk, the higher it becomes.
Oh, fuck this guy. Okay. Sneak attack with a jeweled warble dagger. Trying to aim for the throat, that would make a silent kill, from the bottom up.
Are you sure you're doing that?
I feel conflicted with the music stopping and you asking me like that. Shit. Polo doesn't know who that is, right?
No, you have never seen him before.
Do you really need that?
I'm a cleric. No, I'll let him live. Polo changed. His finger was itching.
Well, DM just asked, are you sure you want to do that? And next time we just continue as you're saying, right?
Tempting. Okay, but whatever. Polo tries to remember this guy's face and says, well, I'll see about that. 2.5 is nothing I can take. But I remember that outrageous offer. We'll meet again.
Sure. He looks like this. I'm showing you in the maps and lore.
Is that a human?
That's a,
Could be.
that's a motherfucker from episode 3 or something.
Yes, I'm glad you remember, Sas.
Wait, what kind of guy?
Sergey knows and Rave knows and Carolina knows.
I don't remember this guy.
Ironwood Survivor.
What's his name?
What
The
guy is
Rinse
that?
Temple or something?
Well, you rub your shoulder and passes by, joining back his crew.
What? He rubs my shoulder?
I mean, as he's like goes around you.
Okay, pickpocket attempt. No, sorry, I can't let that pass. Like, if he comes this close, this is a pickpocket attempt. Like, there's no way around that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me sleight of hand with disadvantage. As he is as agitated as you are about anything you're making.
Okay,
as
wait,
the deal is off.
First roll was... I don't know what the first roll was.
It's fine, this guy has like 12 HP.
So
He doesn't level up, obviously.
28, I think, is the lower roll.
28.
However, I just want to state that Polo still has an inspiration which he could use if that's not enough, right?
Well, so I think now this dude is completely bald as you robbed him of his hair. No, but as you get into his pocket, that side of his body, you realize it has a couple of knives. And you could pick one of those.
I picked the most expensive one.
Well, you have no selection. He's not waiting there for you to choose.
Okay. Should I roll the dice or so to determine which one I get, or do you determine by random?
I'll just roll 1d2.
Okay.
Okay.
Could I roll the d2 instead?
It's already done.
Okay, never mind. Oh, good.
So you have in your hand something like this. Here's a picture.
Butterfly. Okay. Well, I'll think about what the properties and stuff are later.
Yes.
For now, Polo is just leaving very vigilant this area. Joining with the party.
Sas, the whole street is tired of hearing how you're torturing the piano as of now. And your mentor asked if you would like to come here again next day.
Of course.
Okay, then.
I can even stay here.
No, please, no. We need a break. We need a break. Well, then see you tomorrow, same time. Then. So, and Rafe, meanwhile, has successfully purchased one of the alchemy books to be spent in reading. So, as Paula is full with his pockets with different kinds of poisons, you regroup and share your experiences and what you have purchased, as this would be the moment where we finish our active part for the game. In the dark alleyways, somewhere in a piggy district of Denver. Well, that would be the best time for you to collaborate on what you're going to do next, actually, if you're actually taking a long downtime to fulfill your background goals, waiting for what Helena says, learning some skills, going to Adventures Guild to learn some skills there. Remember, they always offer training for money.
We could also do that, because we're gonna wait anyway for Helena, and we don't.
Yes,
we can't really go.
Or you can. As I said, there is a
We still
raid
wanna go
against the Drow.
treasure.
That's still on the table, and anything else of your choosing as well as possible to do. Now, yeah, the floor is yours.
So, what happens after the Helena succeeds? She's like, okay, I traded the soul. And what? Here's your badges. Thank you very much for your help.
Yeah, we get the highest rank in the Adventurers Guild. Maybe some rewards.
No, we need a mission for the Adventurers Guild. We're not gonna get any rank.
Yeah, I don't think that's within her power. But a few things from the list actually might. I think we're gonna get access to all the Sandkeeper sources, maybe even extended access to what we had before. Bubble system. Maybe she can even extend the bubble system as you requested, Rafe. We have a powerful ally, most likely, hopefully, trusted by the Duke, right in the court. In the weekend Parlo, which is also good.
So we're just waiting to leave through the bubble system then.
Airship might be possible.
Start killing the Order of the True Knight people.
But
silently somewhere.
But we don't know where they are or who they are, right?
We have to know where some of them are.
I mean, maybe Helena can help us with that, actually. Like, she could
Small
give
groups,
us...
right? Like, so we get rid of them slowly, silently.
Why did we never think about this? Just kill the...
They already collected the jars. They are no longer doing anything. First, they were researching on old people. Then they were collecting it on the cities. Then they were transporting it. So at this stage, they're already transported.
But we can still interrogate them, like to find out if they still have a mission, if they still believe in the Equalizer's goal.
Of course, they still wear the necklace.
Well, then they have to die. Like he needs to have less followers.
But I think this is...
Then you don't have anything.
But I mean, like, he doesn't need followers so much. He just needs to send a signal to his conclave, right? And therefore he needs the souls, which he almost has, all of them. Or let's say he has all the items to do that. He just needs the souls, but that is going to take him not so much. I don't know, maybe we just give him more time if we start hunting his unimportant cutthroats. I mean, I like the idea, but maybe we should have done that before. I don't know why we didn't think about. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, but since we don't really know what he's doing, where he's going, they need to know something. Otherwise, he's gonna keep on doing things, and we're gonna keep on learning how to play the piano. Yeah.
We could also, try to get more resources. As in, go to the pirate lair and find their treasure. So, money wins wars.
You still want more money, but what's the money for?
Money wins wars. We can buy a private army.
Holy wars.
Oh, then indirectly. We can build an army, private army. We can buy even more powerful items. We can be rich in the process. We can level up by doing like a very strong dungeon kind of thing, gain experience.
We really need an army. So like people that might die before the enemy comes to us.
That's so dark.
Isn't that an army?
Yeah, from, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
from a certain perspective, from a ruler's perspective, yeah.
Yes.
Well played.
Great highlight.
Army, then we're the rulers of that army, and we would be the last that the enemy reaches.
Thinking like a true princess. Yeah.
Well, I thought that was the idea, right? Like, okay, we need the money to have an army, at least. That I agree on, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so we could go for the pirate lair, but we have other options as well, right? We have other things we could possibly follow. We could also go for the drow raids. I think this is also like a very big challenge, but an interesting one.
Yeah, it helps with the experience in the Adventurers Guild. Could be a nice idea. We could be there and get the Helena's message, and then we can finish it and come back, and yeah.
But the Drows is about saving some peasants.
It's okay. Small jobs. Like, it focuses attention on other stuff, and we're just being adventurers. We had nothing to do with whatever Helena is doing or knows about. It would be a good idea not always being there just waiting.
True. Okay, let's think about what could go wrong. Like if we go after the drow, we could become slaves. It's not so cool. We know.
We're gonna get out of that. I don't think
losing all of our equipment again.
Oh God!
Someone can stay behind. Like, if something happens, we use the sending scrolls we have to contact the extra person.
Okay, but so what
and they're
could
gonna
go wrong
say
if
what?
we
Crossing out.
help?
Yeah.
No, but so what could go wrong if we go for the pirate treasure? I mean, it's somewhere where it's cold. We could like freeze to death, but at least not be slaves.
Where would we freeze to death? Where?
So remember, so the dragon gave us like this location of where like the Tandoori pirates have like big treasures, and it was like, if you think about the Tithir map, to the north and then to the east. Northeast, like in this northeastern sea, was one of the higher islands, and it looks very icy on the map.
But I thought it was like kind of part of Tandoori, right? No?
It is close to Tandoori, but it's not Tandoori.
I thought it was still semi-warm, but okay, if you're
No,
saying...
I show it in the
it looks
map
cold.
chat on the stream. Yep.
I would expect some ice giants or so there.
You are right to assume that.
But we can only level up from the main quest. So you would only get a gold from the... But yeah, you said you only level.
You level up by milestones.
Yes, which
are
main
we
quest.
face new type of enemies we haven't faced before? We might level up.
Slayers of Giants.
Milestones
Sounds
are
good.
completion of something.
Yeah, giants sound like fun.
We don't have a way to get there. Forget about this treasure. We cannot get there.
We
I
have
have a lot of
the...
friends, the ships.
Maybe we get the airship from Helena. If not, maybe Flying Sausage. If not, we still have like the acceleration over the sea by the Tritons.
But that still means that we are gonna wait until Helena is done for going there.
If we want the flying ship, yeah, then maybe.
Mhm.
So the good thing
We
about...
just overthrow the Duke.
No, like then
Oh,
we try
he's
to
not really the
convince
enemy.
him. He's the puppet.
also not really with the enemy. Like nobody likes Parlor, but he's also not really the enemy.
We can also try to discredit Pardo in the meantime. I'm fine with that.
That's not my mission.
That's not your mission.
I mean, there's already something like the
What?
Holy War going on. Like we can just I don't know, pick a fight with Pardo, or just make him look bad. That's more important.
No, we're gonna get more conflict. We're supposed to either get more money or solve conflicts.
Okay, then let's go to the pirate lair. Like at least there we cannot really upset anyone that is within the political landscape, at least not as far as we know. There's just like violence, but no politics over there. I hope.
Yeah, it could be. I'm also not against the draw thing, the Adventurers Guild thing. Should we vote?
I'm just trying to understand what could give us more. I mean, the Drow, they also have probably interesting items and stuff. There are many though. I feel like it's very different there. There are many organized enemies, which are very sneaky. Like, if I think about ice giants or something like that, I think about less enemies, which are very tough, but not so sneaky. And pirates, they have lots amounts of money safely stored away. Drow, I don't know. But
No, it's
both
probably not
could be
about the
well.
money there. It's only about more experience in the guild, I guess. That's it, mainly.
Okay, DM, what could give us more experience? What would be the bigger milestone?
That's a milestone. Yeah.
The pirate lair or the Drow? Or is there even a difference between the two of them?
Well, probably the Drow.
Ooh. That means that's also the tougher thing.
Yes.
Yeah, as I said, like many sneaky strategic enemies. You know, last time we got silenced, we got everything. We got poisoned, every negative status they put on us, basically. Even slaves, which is not even a status.
It was very challenging.
Well, it's a job, yes.
But we can also do that. Honestly, that will be challenging. Worst case, we lose our items, or just end up in slavery forever.
Are you very worried that we might die or be trapped, become slaves, stuff like that?
I mean, I really didn't like the feeling of being enslaved so much. But it's okay.
Like it was gonna stay like that forever. Every day was a new opportunity to escape. No? No.
Okay.
Well, you were in the deep, Rave.
Yeah.
And you're also female.
And so
Ah, you got the preference, of course. You got the better treatment.
That's what you
No,
meant?
maybe we can all get like some polymorph stuff, and you can all just become women for the mission.
I think DM tried to say something different. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, if I was, if I didn't, I mean, if it was really about me having more advantages because I was a woman and the draw system is more, they prefer or they give the power to them.
Right.
That was the reason. Maybe that would have worked.
I'm okay with both options, to be fair. But in either case, let's stock up on healing potions. Strong healing potions.
Yeah, I bought some of them. Maybe we need to buy more, of course. We all need to have at least like 5. Yeah.
Yeah. And the greater ones, so even greater than greater, superior, what's it's called.
Those are really expensive, I think.
Yeah, but you know how it is in a fight, you know? Like, you don't want to waste your turn or your bonus action on healing, like, 20 HP when you take damage for 40.
Yeah.
Or more.
Or more.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm unconscious, someone else has to do it for me.
Sus, what's on your mind?
Yeah, Saz, what do you want to do? What does Saz want to do?
Sas knows the apocalypse is coming and the gold inflation is rising. So he may stay back and rob the bank while you guys go into the save the peasants in the drawland
We need
mission.
Saz in this for sure.
Yeah.
Why? Maybe you need a powerful wizard.
Saz, no, we need fists and all of that.
Yeah.
You're gonna be going together with like, you know, other adventures.
You're also an
You can
adventurer.
get
You're
like
gonna make new friends.
So what he is implying is that Sas might be doing something else and he might be somebody else.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. Like, if Saz wants money so hard, why does he
maybe
to get all the items that cost a lot of money? Like, you could have had a lot of money by now just by accepting, yeah, this is my reward, let me just sell it, I have my 10k. And why do you want to steal a bank? Why do you want to go the bad way?
I mean, I'm just saying, maybe that's an opportunity to see Bob again. Like, just guessing here. Oh.
I just don't see why Sas would go underground to save some peasants. Like, what is the motivation here?
That's a good question. I'm not sure with Sas. What is his motivation?
But we've done guild stuff before.
Motivation is Order of the True Knight and everything around helping, you know, or assisting or somehow interacting with Bob. And draws don't seem like this way at all. They have nothing to do with anyone. They just live there. They don't even care about electrolyzer. Like there's probably like 0 chance of connection to those. They live there, they worship their Spider Queen, and that's it. No one cares about them, they don't care about anyone. It's literally just going like to a different dimension.
Let's say there's no connection we're aware of, right? Between Drow and electrolyzer. But
well,
I see.
If you can prove to Sas that there is a connection, then he's interested. So can you somehow ask Anacron, you know, for tips?
For tips? What do you mean? Tips on how to convince us?
Yes, no tips of if we go down into the caves, do we find any more information on the Order of the True Knight or something like that, or anything that will help the battle against electrolyzer?
So getting resources to help win the battle against Electrolyzer. Does this make sense to Sus? Is that something...
It's easier to rob a bank.
I would love to go for the bank, and I think we definitely should do it. You know, like Polo was made for this, literally.
Come on, no,
But
we're gonna be part of the Sun Keepers again. Public figures.
Okay, Sas will go. There will be other motivation, but Sas will go. Sas will go. You know what? It will be his how do you say, trip with the pilgrimage to the deep. To the Church of the Deep.
On the land.
No,
yes.
You can do a whole.
See you in prison.
Make water come up and like you can.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
He will free the deep of the land, people. So we can do that. And he will play the piano in the deepest, caverns.
That he carries with himself, yes, along.
Yes, I will buy a fucking piano and put it in the
big hall.
Yes. I'll wrap it and then I will play it.
So that you can actually put it in your bag. And, yeah.
Okay. So then let's not do the draw, because I don't think we stand a chance without Sus.
What do you mean? No, I will go with you.
Sus said he's coming.
But I will be playing piano randomly.
Yes. He's gonna think that he's in the deep because it's a deep place.
Honestly, we can do that, but one condition. Every time you play the piano, we cast silence on you. Otherwise, the draw will just know. That's okay. You can have your silent piano lessons.
Maybe that causes psychic damage on the draw.
That causes psychic damage to Sus.
No, that makes sense because the priest was mute. So it is a,
But he didn't play a mute. Sounds.
Do you even have a silence spell? I don't think you have.
Yeah, of course I have.
No, you have to let the Sus play. Because
just play.
We're letting him play. That's the thing. Or different question.
He carries the whole piano along.
If you build a tiny hut and you play inside, can people outside hear you?
No, the point of playing is to worship the Church of the Deep, which now
it should be as loud as possible.
As loud as the piano allows that he will be carrying. Yes.
We will be enslaved.
No, the deep ones will save us. You just need to believe.
Why don't we just go for the?
So you can take Sus,
treasure?
but as a fanatic, as a fanatic of the Church of the Deep.
How about we go to the pirate treasure? Like where we don't have so many sneaky enemies against us, which will hear us, miles before they see us.
Rave can also just ask us to go. So it's another option. She can say Kosu said to go there, and
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to make this democratic, right? I'm saying I can go to either. Like I don't mind because both are just for experience. And giants might be a new type of enemy, whereas trolls we already know, we don't like. Yeah.
Not gonna get there to this pirate treasure. Forget about it. It's on the different side of the map.
Yeah,
it's like 1 month away.
How long would we need there by the fast water transportation means we have?
Like 3 days, longer.
Yeah.
Well, if you would have access to bubble, that would be faster, at least to get to the other side of the Tithir, closer to Tondori. But if you're just doing it all the way from the Bay of Denver, well, a couple of weeks by the sea.
Even with the acceleration from the
without
dragons?
Problems, yes.
Gee. We should have totally taken a dragon right there.
That's why you had that option. Yes.
I know. But honestly, it's also good we came back to Denver and kicked this whole
So
thing
let's
off
go
with
for the
Helena.
draw and let the Sipes play his piano. I mean, it is a religious trip.
Well, you can also
You can
go
light
to
torches for
the
the cause.
to visit the holy sites of the Temple of Irene.
No, we don't care about that. No. That was someone else's.
But they have airships there, right? Remember?
Yeah, they have an airship factory there.
Ferner, or what it's called. It's like
Yeah.
the
Can we
airship
steal one?
epicenter. Where to get a cheaper airship than there, directly where they're produced.
I mean, if we go there, I wouldn't mind stealing one because I hate it. So I would totally do it.
I mean,
Wow, wow.
you're lawful evil,
What
right?
happened?
Lawful evil.
And so,
Temporary.
yeah,
I
I
mean-
mean,
Polo likes this, but just asking, are you sure? Do you know what you're getting into? Okay, let's steal a
I
spaceship.
don't have any respect, so it's not a problem.
Okay, so we're stealing a spaceship, I think. No, airship. Let's decide it.
Yeah, should we do that?
Polo's all in.
Or how do
Powerworld
we
is
get-
not there.
How do we get there?
Flying.
Probably.
No, we have a flying bird. We can get there in like 3 days or 4 days.
3 days sounds good.
Flying bird? You mean the Pegasus?
Flying horse. Yeah. It's
Oh,
horse.
I thought that someone was gonna like summon some bird and we were gonna go on it. Okay,
We-
Pegasus works.
We can do that, but that means like it costs 1k plus we have the bird for 24 hours only.
That's fine. 1K is not a big deal.
But then why don't we
That's
go
fine.
to the pirate place? If
Yeah, actually-
now
You
we
can
fly.
also go to Tower of Rock.
What do
What's
we do
there?
there?
I don't know, your favorite Dragonborn. Still remember you.
Wanna?
Let's just go there and slay them, because why not?
Because we lost the ones we had in my bag of holding, so we need new ones.
Yeah.
Need new corpses, says Rafe.
Just, replacements. Like,
I'm like, it would be the fastest. I know, probably the Drow are even closer with the Pit of Malice.
Yep.
okay, what do we do then? Like, we can go now anywhere. Now the distance is not a problem because we have birds. So,
I mean, it's still kind of a problem, but we throw money at
Let's
it.
say we go for draws.
yeah, but it's just a few
Draw.
days, right? Like, it's just
So
a few
Sas
days.
says for Drow, Rafe.
Yeah, Drowse is fine.
Drows
Yeah,
is fine. I'm just like, they will hear us coming, and I feel a bit uneasy about us being very loud in front of sneaky enemies.
So Sas is going to push his piano in front of him and play at the same time.
One hand
Yes.
pushing, the other one playing.
If we go to the giant place, do you also want to play the piano?
No, it only makes sense to play if you are below the surface.
Maybe we
But
should
I
go-
You
thought-
don't
you need
understand
to-
anything.
No.
Isn't it about the
No.
water? Isn't it about
No,
the
No,
water?
it's about the deep, the
Underwater.
depths.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay, so Drow it is.
Okay. But let's
Then-
buy our healing potions. Lots of
Yeah,
healing
so-
potions, anti-poison potions.
So this will be where I will be stopping the stream for today. And I thank everybody who joined, who watched it along, who might be watching it in future. The party of Power Rangers are going to continue the adventures in the world of Tithir. Next time, awaiting for further development from the Bob the Wizard news, as well as from Helena Creole back in Denver. Thank you, and see you next time in the world of Tithir.